Okay, thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. So myself, Sri Lakshmi A. I'm a final year student at College of Engineering, Karnapalli. So we are here with a paper, a survey of technologies for enhancing alumni, students, faculty networks. So our group consists of three members. With me, I'm having Mr. Nijin K. Verghese and Ms. Grace Mary K.S. Both are final year computer science students from College of Engineering, Karnapalli. So using this paper, we have created a project, namely Connect.ck. So coming to that, with the name itself, we can understand we are really trying to connect something. Of course, we are trying to connect CEK, College of Engineering, Karnapalli. So we know College of Engineering Karnapalli or any college, it comprises of faculty, students, teachers, the administrative head, the principal, everyone is comprised in our college. So we have to connect all these people in a single platform. For that, we are introducing Connect.ck, bringing alumni and students together. So now comes the question why we have to connect. Yes, as a we are from a country like India where the largest number of engineers and BTech engineering colleges are present. So a lot of people, a lot of students get passed out each year, and the major problem, the major issue they are facing is unemployment. Of course, there are a lot of companies offering various jobs for the people, but the student, everyone is having a certificate with them, everyone is having a BTech certificate with them, but what a company need is a particular skill, the skill they require. But for the students, they are just referring to the KTU notes and all and just passing each exam, and they are having a single certificate without any skills, any practical skills. So to provide that, uh, the best the best time for a student to start getting skill is, I think, from the college days itself. But as a first year student, they will be having a lot of doubts and confusion, like where to start, which skill should I take to make up for me, like that. They will be having a lot of confusions. That time, the best person to help them will be, of course, the alumni, because they were once in that stage. So we have to connect the alumni and students together for their better future. For our project, because we need essential alumni network which are poorly maintained nowadays. The institutions also struggle for that, and the main issue is traditional methods like efficiency and security. Of course, there are alumni meets and all, but at that day, more than a student communicating with an alumni, more than that, the alumni communicates with their classmates, with the alumni itself. And most of the children are introvert, causing them starting trouble to go and talk with the alumni in a single day when they come to the alumni meet. Also, there are a lot of other methods like WhatsApp groups and all, but the main issue facing there is that all the numbers are revealed. Security issues are faced there. So, the importance of our project is we provide a robust alumni management system with security. So now comes the question. Of course, there are many existing models like LinkedIn, Handshake, Graduate, many models are there. Why we require a new model like Connect.ck? The main issue faced by LinkedIn is they are not tailored for a particular college. The students struggle to find an alumni from the same college from that student coming from. So here Connect.ck means College of Engineering Karnapalli students and alumni will be connected. Like that, we can connect to another college, we can add another college to this connect, and we can connect the teachers and students and the alumni of that college. And we provide this, of course, for free of cost, and we can provide this to all colleges and universities. So these are the some of the advantage and make what connect.ck unique from the existing models. So the main objective is, of course, to develop a comprehensive alumni management and networking system. And we have used AI-based content tagging and secure messaging, and we have used a lot of modern technologies to make this Connect.ck more unique. And we bridge the gap between the alumni and institution. So for the preparation of this project, we have referred like 10 of IEEE papers. So this is our literature review. So from that, we have taken many of the good things, but they also having like disadvantages. Like main issue is the active participation is an issue, and security concern were there in all the provided models. And also they required a real-time chat. Here we are providing real-time chat with alumni and students for improve their contribution to the students to make a good opportunity for them. So our proposed solution, Connect.ck, is a connection platform to connect alumni, students, faculties, and the administrative head to connecting them on shared interest and enhance the networking opportunities between them. So the approach we are used is to recommend alumni with similar interest for better networking opportunities. If a student is required to learn about Python, he can connect with an alumni who is well in that stream. So for the making, we have used the technology stacks front end in React, and for backend we have used Python with SQL Alchemy, PostgreSQL, and Pydantic for data validation. And for the security, we have used JWT authentication, and we have also added machine learning in Python for interest matching algorithms, and also we have used AI recommendation system. And the hosting of the project we are done in Vercel and GPU. And also we have a GitHub for source control and project management. So here we have a flow chart, like it is the flow chart of how our project works. Like if you have already registered, you can directly sign in. Otherwise, you have to already log in. If you have not registered, you have to register and create an account. Then only they will get the access and get into the site. So it's the description of the given flow chart. Okay, so now it's the block diagram. So here data collection and storage, we used API request for data collection, and the storage is used in PostgreSQL using SQL Alchemy. And for data pre-processing, we clean and validate the data, like is ensure normalization, effective error handling. And for feature engineering, we make to improve model performance and enhance interpretability, and we have to optimize accuracy. And for model training and validation, we train model on respective data set and validate with test data. And in the case of model deployment and API setup, we use fast API endpoints and monitor usage. And front end, as I already said, we have used in React. We have used React, and for backend, we have used Python and PostgreSQL. And we also provide real-time notification and messaging. And in the case of testing and quality assurance, we use real user feedback unit testing and integration testing. And in deployment and maintenance, we use Vercel and GPU. And here comes these are the description of the block diagram. And now it's methodology. So for methodology, we are planning and technology stack to React and TypeScript, Fast API, PostgreSQL. We have used all these. And for data collection, we have collected the alumni and students data from the particular college. In this case, we have collected from our own college, College of Engineering, Karnapalli. And for system development and testing, we use a user-friendly platform with secure messaging and job posting tested for reliability. And in the case of deployment and maintenance, we have used Vercel, GPU, and GitHub. And these are the resources we have used. And these are the web shots of our prepared project. Like this is the front page. Here we can register the college. And then first, the main, the what making our connect.ck unique is that we have admin handling in this. So only an admin from a particular college can create an account for a particular college. So first the admin can enter and they can make, this is a dashboard of the created website. Once the admin creates, and here we have provided the chatting system, networking system. After that, each person can, like if they are student, they can enter as student, faculty, alumni, and admin. And here we have provided one more option that we can allow a college to have two admin. Like maybe the primary contact will be a principal and we can admit a placement officer as the second admin. The final architecture here, as I said earlier. So, in conclusion, the project aims to create an advanced alumni management and networking system. Of course, we have to connect the students with the alumni and to give them more opportunities to find their dream job. So, in future scope, as I said, now we are creating it to CEK for College of Engineering Karanapalli, and we are thinking to expand to multiple universities. And now it's a basic website, and we have to develop it to a mobile app development. So, there are a lot of future scope in this idea, and these are the references. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you for that well-articulated and thought-provoking presentation. Dr. Sabina K, we would love to hear your reflections on this research. Incoming voice call from Please 230-75 Please wait a moment. We are trying to reconnect. Sorry. Can I join here? Sorry for the interruption. I have a trouble in connecting the network. So, I'm Sabrina. I'm asking you the question. What about the interest matching algorithm? You have not mentioned about detailed about the interest matching algorithm and AI recommendation filtering system. Can you explain in detail about these two? You are just focusing on the user interface design and all the things. What about the core algorithm behind the working of this interest matching algorithm and AI recommendation filtering?
Yeah, ma'am. Can I answer it?
Yes, you can.
Okay, ma'am. First of all, we have a training ongoing. Like model training is happening in our like one of the GPU we are rented from like E2E. So it's a like a process of like training and want to customize our own like procedure for this algorithm. The algorithms like basically we are using like OpenAI related like open APIs we are using for this training purpose initially. Uh, I think it's a process of like that have require some time for the training related like that. So initially we are planning to adapt that what say that feature through a like hashtag or something like that to tackle that we are thinking. Actually, we are planning to implement it on the AI modeling basis, but the training requires some time, and the GPUs that getting rentals are free, and they are on a time period basis. So we have to create so many accounts for the the rental time period to tackle. That's the issue that we are not specified the algorithm here.
Actually, you have not mentioned about the key features. Usually, this alumni management system is nowadays available in everywhere. What's the key contributions in your project?
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, this is the decentralized version of LinkedIn. Actually, if we are saying that the Almashine or some other platforms we are already in the market, they didn't connect the like what the admins or faculties or with the students or the alumni. They only creating the platforms for the alumni and for the data collection or the for the database management only. So apart from those platforms, we are creating a decentralized version of LinkedIn for the institutions to clarify or to tackle all the problems currently facing.
Okay, can you specify which algorithm, which model is used for pre-training your data? You have already used a pre-trained model, is it?
Yeah, ma'am. Currently,
Which
we
model?
have avail
Which
we
model?
can yeah, OpenAI ChatGPT's model currently available, but it is in a free tier model. We have some what to say, um, some customization like limitations are there. Currently, we
So
are
you
going
have to
with the.
fine-tune that model, is it?
Yes. We have to fine tune that model. It is a process that, the training and the data sets currently we had of 850 plus alumni data sets that need to be trained is a huge process. But we can do that, but require a, what to say, apart from that free tier. They will also help. They had the some trained models for the premium customers or like that they had a option in OpenAI platform. But while we are using free tier, we have to manually type the code through Python and to make a computer on for 24 hours to train it like a continuous process. So it is a time consuming like that way.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
We appreciate the Dean for the meticulous research and for setting a strong foundation for today's discussion. Now I would like to welcome the second team to present the research. Paper ID 47G. Paper title AI-powered legal assistance, a review of challenges, existing solutions, and future directions. Author's name Chaitanya Shah. I would like to ask, I will request all the team members to please wait. Please do not exit the session.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. We are excited to present our survey paper titled AI Powered Legal Assistance, a review of challenges, existing solutions, and future direction. Our team consists of Chaitanya Shaji, Jemaima, and myself, Aisha Nehida, under the guidance of Professor Mahira P. from College of Engineering, Vadagara. Access to legal aid is often restricted due to high cost, legal complexity, geographical barriers, and language constraints. Women, in particular, face additional social stigma, fear of retaliation, and lack of confidential platforms. AI-driven legal chatbots offer a cost-effective, multilingual, and private solution, but existing systems still have significant limitations. Current AI legal systems primarily use rule-based approaches, machine learning models, or retrieval augmented generation frameworks. However, they have critical limitations. They do not support Bharati Nyaya Sanyada, making them outdated for Indian law. Many fail to provide jurisdiction-specific legal insights. They lack multilingual support, restricting accessibility. Most systems do not ensure secure, confidential handling of sensitive cases. These shortcomings reduce their effectiveness for vulnerable populations, especially women seeking legal aid. Retrieval augmented generation enhances legal chatbots by retrieving relevant legal text before generating responses. This reduces hallucination in AI and improves legal accuracy. Singh et al. Implemented a RAG-based chatbot using Llama 2, which improved accuracy but lacked jurisdiction-specific legal filtering. Lewis et al. Demonstrated that RAG significantly outperforms traditional generative models in knowledge-intensive tasks like law. Legal queries involve sensitive and confidential data. Ensuring privacy and security in AI-driven legal assistance is crucial. Zhang et al. Introduced a secure RAG-based legal chatbot focusing on privacy-preserving protocols. Uh, Amato et al. Proposed a federated RAG model for secure, decentralized legal data retrieval. However, existing systems do not yet provide real-time interactive legal consultation or multilingual support tailored to Indian users. Loyu by Kumar et al. Provides a emotional support for sexual violence victims but is role-based, limiting adaptability. Lobot by Nikita et al. Integrate machine learning but lacks real-time updates, making legal guidance outdated. Kim et al. Implemented a RAG chatbot with a feedback loop, enabling adaptive learning from user corrections. However, these models still depend on the quality of legal databases and lack BNS-specific training. The steady AI chatbot for automated legal assistant presents legal chatbot leveraging NLP and machine learning to retrieve and rank relevant laws based on user queries. Let's compare the major AI legal assistant systems. Lopal uses RAG and FACE for document retrieval but lacks BNS awareness. Our solution integrates BNS aware retrieval mechanism. Loyu gives empathetic chatbot for sexual violence victims but is rule based. We propose RAG plus Llama for both empathy and flexibility. Lobot by Nikita et al. Is ML based, lacks real time updates. We use Firebase to ensure continuous updates. RAG based LLM have high accuracy but no jurisdiction specific laws. We integrate BNS specific embeddings. Secure forensic chatbot is good for digital evidence retrieval but not general legal consultation. Our system expands to broader legal queries. Federated search RAG is secure but lacks interactive features. We integrate AI-driven interactive consultation. Legal query RAG introduced feedback mechanism but lacks BNS training data. Our model includes BNS-based fine-tuning. Sharma et al. Compared Mistral AI-7B versus Llama 7B. Mistral performed better in speed and accuracy, so we use it. Our methodology integrates embedding-based models, which has sentence transformers, nomenclature embeddings, and Hugging Face embeddings. And several papers used this technology in their project. And cosine similarity, ANN search, and face-based search for similarity search and legal information retrieval. Face indexing for scalable and efficient retrieval. Federated retrieval mechanism for Indian legal data. RAG operates in two phases, retrieval and generation. In retrieval, they uses face and similarity search to extract relevant laws, and in generation, leverages Mistral AI to create legal responses. This system self-updates and reducing manual intervention. However, fine-tuning retrieval pipelines for Indian legal corporation remains challenging. Our research suggests the following solutions. BNS integration for India's legal framework, multilingual interfaces for regional accessibility, RAG plus Llama Mistral for enhanced NLP capabilities, Firebase for real-time legal updates, FICE indexing for high-speed legal document retrieval, advanced encryption for data security. AI in legal assistant has vast potential. Integration with bar councils for complaints, real-time updates from court rulings, voice and video features for accessibility, AI-powered document analysis, personalized legal guidance using past queries, federated learning and encryption for security. This innovation will make AI-driven legal aid more reliable, secure and accessible. AI-powered legal assistance is a transformational tool for increasing access to justice. RAG-based model outperform rule-based and static ML system. However, lack of BNS support, jurisdictional awareness, and security hinder real-world adoption. We conducted this survey as a part of our final year project Law for Her, a secure multilingual AI platform offering legal help for women. Insights from this survey shaped core features like BNS integration, multilingual RAG-based chatbot, and AES encrypted verified lawyer consultation with a timer-based session, and ballot deduction system for paid interaction. These are the reference we used. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I will ask some questions. Have you found any database for doing this? A dataset publicly available for doing this project? After your literature, have you identified anything,
Yes, we
or you
uh,
just
we no we have two data set for IPC and also BNS. For IPC, we have a the data set is in a PDF format, which has previous rulings, also the IPC sections, and the BNS data set also.
so after the literature survey, you have identified dataset and methodology. Alle, you have planned some methodology for doing your proposed work. Am I
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay, there are so many Indian versions. Chatbots are available like Nyay Guru, Law Bro, Law Fi. Have you studied these things? Nyay Guru, Law Bro, Law Fi. These are the Indian laws chatbots available nowadays. Have you studied that? Or
No, ma'am.
when you are developing something new, you have to study the existing systems.
But
Okay,
the
these are some
existence
of the existing system available for Indian law, no?
okay, but the existing system does not have BNS integrated chatbots.
Uh, have you done research on this Nyay Guru, Law Bro, and Law Fi?
No,
And have
ma'am.
you checked NSC is integrated in this chatbot?
Uh, in our knowledge, there is no existing chatbots with a BNS integrated.
So today you should search these things, no? Nyaya Guru, Labro, and Lawfy. These are Indian chatbots. That is chatbot specifically designed for Indian laws, no? So, so you have to study its architecture also before implementing your own project. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
A heartfelt thanks to all our presenters for their meticulous research and to Dr. Sabina K for sharing her valuable insights.
I request paper ID 47G to attend the full session. Please don't leave the session. Now I welcome the third team. Paper ID 7G, paper title, Guide, and AI-powered web platform for enhanced plasma placement preparation. Akhil Krishna.
Miss, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Hi all. Our project name is Guide, a complete training and placement solution. And we are a team of five. Myself, Agil Krishna, Ashwin Sadish, Parthip PR, Blasan Thomas, and Ajit Gopi. And our guide is Josmi Jos. And first, we can actually see the introduction here. Our motivation behind this particular project was most of the colleagues were actually facing trouble in getting placement and all. So we thought of bringing all this together and making a training platform where the students from S1 can start their training, and by the end of SA, they will be a complete placement ready material. So the first one is problem statement. Guide is an AI-driven gamified learning platform that offers structured learning path that is actually lacking in today's world. And the objectives of the project, as you can actually see, and the literature survey. And before moving into this particular project, we have basically studied a lot of papers, and one of the papers that I have referred is actually personalized gamification for learning, and which was actually the similar gamified learning, which basically motivates the students and which basically helps them to study a lot, and which this particular paper has introduced Snatchboard for that purpose, which was actually not that much good. So the next one is actually the role of AI chatbots in education. As you can actually see, most of the students are actually now learning with the help of AIs, with ChatGPT, Claude, and Grok and all. And AI-powered smart education platform also offers various AI tools which basically enhances the learning. So we basically came to a conclusion that AI must be there within this particular platform so that motivation will be high. And also, in order to introduce gamification, we have introduced a lot of badges, certificates, and all. So that was actually the conclusion from the literature survey that we have got. So the proposed system basically consists of a new theory that we have introduced to this particular technology world, that is gamified and navigation preventive mechanism. And it basically integrates three AI tools, which is referred as Doctor Front AI, Professor AI, and Researcher AI, that I will basically show in the implementation part. And it also integrates leaderboard and progress card in order to motivate the students. So the system architecture, I will basically give the mic to my friend Ashwin Sadish.
So I will explain the system architecture. When a user registers to our web app, so they can access different tools and different courses that is provided in the roadmap. In the roadmap, we provided different courses, and the courses are provided in a gamified and interactive way. So for we provide the course in divide the course in a way that it is divided into different semesters. That is for S1, S2, S3, S4, S4 up to S8. So after completion of each semester, there will be a exam conducted. That is a choice-based multiple type question. So after completing that is attaining 50% of the marks, they will be awarded badges. So in each of the courses, we provided different types of AI. That is Professor AI, Researcher AI, and a AI chatbot called Dr. Friend. So in the Professor AI, we can highlight when we have a doubt in a course. So we can highlight simple parts, and that Professor AI will explain that part. And when we have doubt about the entire slide, the Researcher AI will summarize the slide. And if we still have that doubt, then it will explain in a way that it is explained to a 5-year-old or 10-year-old, that whenever we again and again click the Researcher AI, it will again summarize in a more easier way. So So it will provide different other tools like the provide PYQ previous year questions from other companies that came to our college, that is coding questions, and an integrated editor using Monaco API is also used. Also, a resume builder is provided, that is company specific resume builder, and placement notifications that also provided, and a recommendation system which recommends which semester we need to focus more on, and a forum where we can ask questions and others can answer the our doubts.
So, as Ashwin has already told, we basically integrates a lot of things into our project. And for those, we have basically the hardware architecture basically is cloud based or dedicated server. We have basically hosted one of in AWS, but due to the free tier limits, we have basically moved back to the local servers, and it is actually accessible with any systems since it is a website. And software part backend is actually we have basically developed all these things with the help of Python Django, since we have Django tags for making it dynamic. And for the front end part, I have used HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Django tags for making it a responsive and dynamic one. And database, initially we used PostgreSQL from AWS. Due to the free tier limits, we basically jumped back to SQLite 3. And the AI model that we are using is from the Grok API, which is an accelerator where Llama 3.3 70 billion parameters is basically used. That particular LLM is used for powering the three AI tools that we have already mentioned. Then API integration is actually Django REST framework has been used. And for the deployment, we basically tried to deploy it in AWS, but due to the free time limit, as I already told you, there's an issue is there. And for in initial part of our project was actually carrying out a survey within our class, and we asked all the students within our class and also from Amrita College of Engineering what all are actually their difficulty toughest coding paradigm or part. Most of them actually mentioned that dynamic programming greedy algorithm is one of the most important thing. So we basically developed our syllabus in such a way that dynamic programming and greedy algorithms is taught in a much more better way. And now we basically jumping onto the modules of our projects. For our modules, the most important module is actually roadmap, structured roadmap. And the structured roadmap is built with 8 semesters, and each of the semester is having 6 courses. And after completing each of the courses, each of the stages, you will be having an MCQ test. And after attaining 50 percentage of the mark, you will be awarded this badges. So we basically develop with the help of Django. And the next one is actually within the roadmap, we have basically introduced a new innovation, that is gamified navigation preventive mechanism. And this particular mechanism is actually bringing all the things in a one under one roof. That means whenever basically students having doubts in certain topics, they will basically go to Google or ChatGPT. They will not come back to this particular platform. So to avoid that, within our platform, we have basically integrated the Google like thing, that is the researcher AI for asking doubts about what is actually a word, what is the phrase meaning and all, and Professor A for explaining the whole content and all, and Dr. Front for having a conversation. So there is actually no need of navigation. That is the new theory called navigation preventive mechanism. And we have then this particular and this Professor A is there, that as I already mentioned, and researcher A. All these are actually powered by using Llama 3.3. Initially we used Mixtral, but currently the Mixtral model is actually the server is down, so we basically switched it to Llama. Llama is also good. The benchmarks are very good. It is having a response time of 1 second. And initially we the first time we basically integrated Llama's Llama, which basically has a response time of 55 seconds. And compared to 55 seconds, 1 second is actually very less. And the complementary courses, once basically getting play during the interview process, they must be having, the students must have basically the skills that is necessary, such as Django, Flutter, React, AI, blockchain and all. So we also provided that course within our application. So and forums are also provided, which will be described by Partip. Forums, we have included forums in our project since everything cannot be answered by AI. Like experience, how to attend certain tests, and such things cannot be answered by AI. So we created forums which alumni can answer our questions, and they can also give us guidance on how to improve our interview skills and all those things. So in forum, we can create questions, can answer them, upvote them, and delete contents if
if you write a question, you can delete. The users of the question can delete it. Next is previous year questions. So it is important we need to know what type of questions the coding questions are asked in previous interviews and tests, so we can prepare accordingly. So we included a section where we collected the questions from previous interviews, and we graded according to the difficulty level, and we also integrated an editor, code editor into it. Code solutions. For coding questions, we have primarily focused on Python code, and we have selected optimized codes and tailored that using Python for accuracy and utterance. Uh, Editor and compiler. We used Monaco editor. We have added a built-in compiler, and for the code completion, we have used test case instead of checking the output as it is used in the interviews.
And then we have resume builder. Resume builder, according to the various companies might have come. So for different companies, we must have different resumes. For building that, we have separate section which is actually built by using simple PDF makers, PDF, P2 PDF, and all other things are basically used. And version control is also provided. Then we have recommendation engine. For this particular purpose, I have basically built this particular recommendation engine from scratch by using TensorFlow. And we have basically built a deep neural network which basically consists of six hidden layers. And this particular recommendation engine takes the particular user. So each of the semester, the user will be having a mark, number of attempts, and the number of the amount, time that is actually spent on each of these stages. And based on that, it will basically recommend that what particular stage you have to basically focus. That will be predicted by this recommendation engine, which is integrated within the profile. So we have basically used TensorFlow for that. And for the progress tracking and for the progress and time tracking, we basically used the simple time modules with provided within the Python and all. Then we have the data flow diagram. We have already specified, like, this is actually the level 1. We have basically we have, in order to access the resumes and placements, you have to register. And AI chatbot is there. Then we have roadmap is there. And in the level 2, we basically in the how this particular AI basically works, we have basically used the local LLMs are basically used. And then instead of fine tuning, we basically used RAG for that. And in the level 2 also, we can actually see how the exam system basically works. And then we have the previous year questions. We are basically collecting from Mitsogo, from TCS, and all other questions we simply collected from the previous year database and taking it. And then the Monaco editor is there, and compiler will also there. And the innovation, as we have already mentioned, the gamified navigation preventive mechanism, you can actually see in the tutorials point. If you're having any doubt, for example, GNU, you are having doubt, you have to go to Google for that. If you are having doubt in the entire content, you will basically go to the chat GPT. But you can actually see in our particular website, if you are having doubt in a certain word or a certain phrase, you can actually go for researcher AI. If you are having doubt in the entire content, rather than going for the chat GPT, you can actually go for professor AI. And if you need to have a conversation, you can actually go for Dr. Friday. And this is the particular flowchart of this particular mechanism. And the implementation screenshots are basically provided here. The roadmap features, complementary courses, and the previous year questions, and the code editors. And within the code editor, we have this particular Dr. Friend will basically help us. And forum, resume builders, and notifications. Now, currently the notifications are coming through WhatsApp. Rather than through the WhatsApp, we have basically integrated that too. And we have the profile recommendation engine, progress, leaderboards, and all. And the advantages, challenges faced, and the future scope is we basically trying to implement this by using the Flutter. And the conclusion is, and the references. Thank you.
That's a well-structured and enlightening discussion. Thank you for sharing your work with us. Dr. Sabina King, we invite you to share your thoughts on this work.
Okay. What is the difference in the AI model used in Professor AI and Researcher AI?
Miss, we actually used the same API is actually used, but in the Professor A, we basically integrated the RAG system is also integrated. In Researcher A, the thing is actually we need to highlight a particular text and asking the LLMs for the basic context. But in the Professor A, you need to actually know what is actually the particular course, what is the particular slide is all about. For that, we basically integrated rack system along with Professor.
There is a rack system in one, and no, there is no
Uh,
rag in
in,
another one. That's the
yes, ma'am.
difference.
Yes, ma'am.
What about the chatbot?
Yeah, ma'am. The chatbot is actually it is similar to the Professor AI. All are actually powered by using Llama 3.3 70 billion parameters, but the usage is actually the difference. In chatbot, we basically provide the rack system is also provided, but this particular chatbot is having all information about the collected data from Kaggle, that is Python coding questions and all are provided. But in the Professor AI, it is actually not provided. But we are basically thinking of integrating all these things together and basically providing this particular rack system for all the three A's. But currently, it is actually available for Doctor Friend and Professor A. The difference between the three A model is actually the input. In Researcher A, we basically provide the highlighted text only as input. In the Professor A, we basically extract the HTML content that is actually provided within the slide, and the output will be produced. But in the Doctor Friend, the user will have direct interaction with the Doctor Friend. So in order to carry out a conversation, you need to access the Doctor Friend.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
We truly appreciate the depth of your research and clear delivery. Dr. Sabina K, we sincerely appreciate your valuable insights and thoughtful reflections on this presentation.
Now I invite the fourth theme, team titles and the blockchain enabled post disaster relief, assistance enhancing transparency in fund donation and resource. Avantika KK.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So, is it visible?
Yes.
Okay. So, good morning, all. Um, Today, I'm presenting our paper, Blockchain Enable Post Disaster Relief Assistance Enhancing Transparency in Resource and Fund Donation. Our group consists Avandika KK, Farha PP, Fatima Farha KV, and myself, Kopika MJ. And we are guided by Assistant Professor Agil Amis from Department CSE of College of Engineering, Vadagara. Um, Disaster leave communities devastated, and while relief efforts aim to help, they often suffer from mismanagement, fraud, and lack of transparency. Have you ever wondered if your donations actually reach those in need? Our system ensures that they do. Rapid climate change changes have increased catastrophic disaster, heavily impacting the populated areas. Many lose homes and access to essentials like food, water, severity, and severity depends on the disaster's scale. By the way, conventional relief methods are often slow, causing delays and inefficient coordination. And we provide our app, which leverage blockchain to assure transparent, tamper-proof relief distribution, preventing fraud and misuse. The integrated safety protocols verify aid providers, ensuring security and accountable assistance for affected individuals. And existing disaster relief process faces several challenges like lack of transparency. There's difficulty in tracking distribution fund resource like that, and inefficient coordination, poor communication between authorities, volunteers like that, and resource misallocation. Unstructured distribution result in the shortage in critical areas and waste in others. And thus, accountability issues, manual and centralized system make it challenging to prevent fraud and ensure fair aid distribution. And we have seen these problems during our recent Wayanad landslides. And our proposed system is built around four key objectives that like ensure transparent relief distribution, optimize disaster response operation, enhance communication and coordination, and facilitate government and volunteer collaborations. Utilizing blockchain to enhance transparency and enable efficient volunteer setup, camp allotment, enhance communication by providing offline communications like SMS and peer-to-peer connectivity for seamless disaster response. and we established a structural interface for effective coordination between government agencies and volunteers and administration. Then the currently most relief effect rely on the centralized database, which is not that safe, and it is prone to fraud and inefficiency. Manual and inefficient relief distribution, lack of transparency in donation, centralized control issues, automated verification, pure communication between agencies are the main drawbacks of existing system. And our system introduced a the blockchain enabled relief platform where all transactions are transparent, where admin monitors operations, camp coordinators manage resources, and volunteers provide ground support to users. Blockchain ensure transparency by securing, logging, and verifying all transactions. User needs are assessed through need management, enabling adaptive relief measures. Local services like healthcare and logistics are integrated for efficient collaboration. The system enhances transparency, decentralization, and accountability in disaster relief effort. And like this is the system architecture. Like the admin, uh, we have four modules: admin, camp coordinator, user, and volunteer. And in admin, monitors the transactions and sorry camp coordinators are managing need, user response, and volunteers also coordinates this local services. Next is working. Volunteers and user register and authenticate. Volunteers undergo NID verification process by admins. We have to ensure the security, so we have only using verified volunteers. Government act as admin and manages entire system. Coordinators assigned by admin manages the camp, request resources, fund psychologists, etc. And user can donate resources, provide psychological support, or provide financial aid through their dashboards. Verified volunteers and coordinators handle resource allocation and emergency response with donation managed through blockchain to make it transparent. All data is stored in MySQL. A chatbot is provided for basic support, including weather update and frequently asked questions for users using dialogue management system. These are the module description. We have four modules: admin, which manage camp, verify volunteer, manage camp coordinator, verify inventory details, manage chatbot. And the camp coordinators manage members, request need, view collection details, request or view psychologists. And the volunteers view needs, view or update donation, view or update psychologist request, verify inventory details, send or view emergency. Users view needs, donate, and chatbot. Users can send emergency notifications. For in the future, we can integrate this with wearable devices for real-time victim tracking, expand functionalities to predict disaster risk using climate modeling, foster collaboration with international emergency response team, integrated AI and data analytics for improved decision making. As I'm concluding, the Post Disaster Relief Assistant app revolutionized disaster management by integrating communication and resource management. Centralized access enhances collaboration among victims, volunteers, and agencies. Real time update facilitates swift decision making and response. Efficient resource allocation ensures that aid reaches those in need promptly. This app significantly improved the effectiveness of disaster response efforts. Future development may include expanded functionalities for even greater impact on crisis situations. To sum up, our system revolutionized the disaster relief by ensuring that every contribution reaches in its intended beneficiary hands. These are the reference papers. Thank you.
A big thank you to the team for this insightful presentation. Your contributions have laid a strong foundation for today's discussions. Dr. Sabina K, we would love to hear your reflections on this research.
Can you show some screenshots of the projects that you have implemented?
Um, of course, ma'am. Um, me search it. It
Have you
might take
implemented
more
this
time.
thing in your project?
Yes, ma'am.
If admin fails, the entire system fails. Am I right?
Ma'am, admin is the government agency, like electorate. Yes, ma'am.
Is there any AI algorithm integrated in your project?
This blockchain is implemented, so the blockchain algorithms like SH.
What are the advantage of you using blockchain in your project?
Providing transparency uh, and a smart contract which ensure the fund are released only when the predefined conditions are met, like we can track the fund.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
We truly appreciate the team for their detailed
The
work.
participants can ask questions, no?
Yes.
Before we conclude, we would love to hear from our audience. If anyone has any reflections, questions, or thoughts on any of the presentations, please feel free to share.
Are there any questions? Okay. As we come to the end of our presentations, I'd like to extend my heartfelt thanks to all the teams for their insightful research and engaging discussions. Your hard work and dedication were truly evident today. And a special thanks to Dr. Sabina K for her valuable feedback and expert insights, which added great depth to our discussions.
This, this session has been a wonderful exchange of knowledge and ideas, and we appreciate everyone's participation. We look forward to more such enriching discussions in the future. Thank you all. I now request all the team members to turn on the video for an online photo session as we conclude today's study. I request Aisha Naida and Grace Mary to please turn on the video. Thanks. Okay, thank you. Everyone can please.
Thank you everyone for joining us today. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Miss.
you.
Thank you, Miss.